Hey everybody! So today's work that I'm presenting is a line time work, which means it's not a work that we have on our shelves because it is a balancing work. It's gross motor, which means it uses their whole body skill, particularly balance, but also kind of a precision of stepping because as you can see I have these lines marked down on the ground with blue painter's tape, but you can use masking tape or you could use, well, just about anything that'll kind of show up and be a little bit hardy so it can show them where to step. So when I do this work, the way I make a balance beam Montessori is I will tell them all that this is a special work, and so we have to start our process by taking off our shoes. So we have a beginning. So I'm going to take my shoes off, place them nicely over here, and then I'll show them first. I'll present. I'll show them. We carefully walk on the line. And my beginners, we'll just do this straight line first. This is the first kind of stage of this work. So I'll step, and I'll come back. Or sometimes I'll play music and they'll walk and come back around. And then go again with all of their friends together. So this work has all sorts of applications at this level. Usually we're doing it as a group, so the children have to learn to take turns, to wait for each other, to be patient, to follow a particular path. It's all very intentional that they all have to have their movement just in the right place, just in the right way, and it requires a lot of patience. It takes a lot of work. This can be really hard for some of our younger ones who are just they just want to go, go, go and do their thing, but they need to learn with the balance beam to do it in a very precise way and while being mindful and courteous to their friends. Now, to give this a bit of an extension, I have my zigzag line here. You could also use a wavy line. A wavy line's really good, or anything really. Like you can do like the spiral, kind of like what I did with the labyrinth, but those are all really good modifications. So when you do that, you'll just be the same thing. You'll demonstrate. You'll have them remove their shoes and show them carefully walk on the zigzags. And they have to be really careful. They have to put their whole foot on the line and balance. And then see at the end here, I have it kind of closed off. You can then combine the works if you'd like. So they go straight here and then come straight back, over, and they do the zigzag again. And they can do that with music, they can do that while holding a cup of water, they can do it while holding an object such as a bell or something that they have to be really careful with the way they move, otherwise it'll make noise. And there's just all sorts of fun things you can do with that. This is a great work if you ever want to have your child kind of be around you but also kind of occupied with something. I have sometimes set it up in my kitchen when my children were younger so they would walk on the line back and forth with water or an object that they had to be careful to not drop. While I was cooking supper or while I was doing something in the kitchen. It's good for at least 5 minutes of just a good distraction, and it really does help them develop that sense of concentration and just a real precision of movement because they have to put their feet very precisely on the line to walk it correctly. And then when the activity is over, then you instruct them to put their shoes back on. And that signals that the work is over. All right, so that's our balance beam. It's really fun to try out at home. There's all sorts of things you can do to make it interesting and to make it individual for your child. You can make it go all throughout the house, or just in all sorts of different directions. Just all sorts of good things to do. So that's all I have for right now. Thanks everybody. See you next time.